Professional, prepare, manage time, respect. So this is the session objective in this topic. At the end of the session, the student should be able to explain the pre-event preparation principles, review slides, set time marker, mark optional material, review participant material, create links to participant background, do venue and facility check the day before, 1 hour for every hour. Explain day of presenting principle, dress 1, level up, come on hour, early venue, materials check, socializing, explain the presentation principles. Time, start on time, ignore latecomers, and on time, have frequency breaks but start when defined. It's show time to teach the objective to unnecessary word stories. Explain the post-presentation, best practice, document correction, ask for course assessment. Professional, respect for attendees call for, be prepared. As a professional, you need to prepare no matter what happens or what you need to do. Dress respectfully. Do not wear body or facial piercing. Choose jewelry and accessories that work with your outfit rather than those that are distracting. Always wear clothing that is pressed and clean. Choose clothes that were fitted and avoid wearing too tight or too loose attire. Come on time and on time. You need to follow the schedule for the sake of the people around you. Genuine interest in attendee learning. A professional who actively listens to attendees is listening for the meaning behind the attendees are saying, then checking them to make sure they understood properly. This affirms attendees' dignity and helps develop a trusting relationship between professional and attendees. These 5 bullets may help you to be prepared. Review slides, review or create time markers, mark optional materials, review participant materials, link to audience background, do facility check the day before, invest 1 hour for every hour of the class, other standards call for allocation of 3 hours per time per hour of class. Review slides, go to all presenter slides even if you have taught the course before. There have been change, make correction, research and recent developments, adjust how new course duration, if change. Even if you check it before, you must check it again so that you can be prepared if there's anything changed in a presentation. Create update time markers. Mark estimate start time for each session of group of session. Example, day 2, 10:30 a.m. Gives you sense where you are relative to schedule. If you're behind the schedule, you can skip option material. If you are ahead of schedule, you can do Q&A and guided discussion, enhance retention. Never say we are late. Your attendance depends on you to ensure that this perfectly planned seminar, even if you are struggling. Mark optional material. If a current duration is shorter than original mark material, that will be excluded. You can mention them as optional. Decide in advance and mark material that you can exclude. That in case that course timing is delayed, this material.
And this is the continuation of our report. Be professional, prepare, manage time and respect. Let's continue. Mark optional material. If current duration is shorter than original, mark material that will be included in this run. You can mention them as optional. Decide in advance and add mark material that you can exclude in case the course timing is delayed with material. Next is review participant material. Check random copies. Ensure that duplication and filling in binders are consistent with teacher's version. Teacher's version is like a lesson plan which is organized. If too late to fix, mark teacher's slide where you can mention the errors or correction. Next is quality of participants. Material reflect and respect for them. Ito yung pinapakita ng participant or the presenter. You must respect them because it is not easy to speak in front, especially to those VIP persons. Next is link to audience background. Review attendees list. Have a sense of their background if information is available. Next is plan introduction. Plan introduction text that will link the course in their background. Plan introduction text, which is this is in front of the paper. And build relevance. Indicate on teacher's material. Next is plan occasional examples that are relevant to the attendees' industry and work area. In this part, you must need to choose the place or area which is the attendees or the audience is comfortable. Next is showtime. Dress to facilitate achievement of objectives. Dress to inspire confidence in credibility. The way you dress, those panel or audience is mag-expect na kung ano yung kaya mong gawin or kung ano yung kaya mong i-present. Rules of thumb: dress one level higher than the audience. By the definition itself, dress level higher than the audience. You can always dress down if the client insists. Bankers required suit or formal equivalent in the country. Silicon Valley firms take pride in dress down. Taking time to dress up for a presentation, tell the audience that they are important. In this case, you must need presentation is fit in the way you dress. Next is a present in casual dress. When the audience is in business attire, send either of two messages. This is a bad message. I am not a senior enough. And this is the good message. I mean the worst. I am too senior that I can flaunt my privilege to wear casual while the rest of you are formally dressed. Harvard professor are reputed to always come to class wearing a coat. Then they remove their coat and roll up their sleeves. If you are not a Harvard professor, if you are wearing a coat, do not remove. If you are wearing a long sleeve skirt, never roll up. Even if it is hot, experts are calm, they never perspire. Be early. Not just in a time, definitely not hurrying half-comb. Being early allows you to check the room equipment yourself just in case they were last minute issue. There has a advantages of being early in a meeting or in a presentation. You do not know the password on the presentation. Wireless microphone has low battery. Your shirt or pants has tear. You have stomach problems. Even if there are issues, you can adjust and be calm, pretend it was planned. Avoid reviewing your material. Most of all, do not be seen cramming. You are an expert. You do not need the slides.
Being a professional presenter, you must come 1 hour early. Being early allows you to socialize with the early arrivals. know them by name, and get them to know you. You are no longer a non-name presenter, but somebody they know. You have friends in the audience, hence no need to be nervous. Being early allows you to warm up. Do not eat or drink too much. Start on time always. Just before the precise start time, walk into the room, get ready, and give the signals to attendees that you will start soon. Especially at the start of the day, never push people to come to the room already. You are not begging for them to listen you. Even if there is only one attendee, you hope there is at least a few. Start by do not acknowledge the latecomers. Ignore them totally even if they walk in front of you. Do not laugh or greet them. Do not ever repeat the material regardless of how senior the late attendee is. Do not feel slighted if they do not come in or if they come in fashionably late. But the technique is to review previous day's materials at the start of so that the few minutes late arriving attendees can stay in pace. Do not explain why you are doing this. Starting on time is a sign of respect to those who makes effort to come on time. Before the presentation ends, keep watchful eye on the time and always on the time defined. Better to skip slides, skip sessions, hence value of time makers and markers for optional sessions. Do not make a big thing or worry about skip slide sessions. Attendees can read. Besides, they only retain 25%. Almost never end too early. More than 30 minutes gives the impression that the attendee is being shortchanged. In presenting, mental breaks allow the attendees to be refreshed. Be reasonable. If the toilet is 5 minutes away or crowded, give 15 minutes. Should you only take breaks at the end of the session? What if it is long 2 to 3 hour session? You can announce a break anytime, generally every 1 or 1/2 to 2 hours. Try to find a logical break. Good to have running coffee or drinks and snacks like donuts, mini sandwiches, or any available. Attendee can do their own mental breaks. Do not waste time trying to match breaks to food delivery.
Take regular breaks. Avoid mid-morning or mid-afternoon breaks that last 30 minutes or longer. They reset the mind and you have to restart the mood again. So, next, if attendees want to go back their desk to do email, make calls, do telecons, that their prerogative, but you will teach the rest who have focused their whole day in the course. Be sensitive to cultural norms for lunch break. Attending mind will mentally stop and shift to lunch mode whether or not you release them. Better to stop in mid-session than delay more than 20 minutes. Best 1 hour, not 45 minutes. Cruel, not 1 1/2 to 2 hours. All day will reset. Teach to the objectives. Plan your example. Focus on delivering the objectives. A digression into accident this morning, the economic downturn, the stock market collapse last night, the wedding of an actress are all unnecessary if they do not contribute to the objectives. Do not waste time of the attendees. It does not matter if your dog died or you won the lotto. You are a professional and will perform the role according to standard. As a presenter, your demeanor before, during, and after the session should contribute to the objective. It's showtime. Post presentation. Correction update. List down error and the course where owner can correct. Share comments on element that need to be improved. Update. Course presentation evaluation. Distribute the evaluation form. Ask for candid evaluation. Ask for improvement suggestion. Evaluation is primarily an assessment of material for the courseware owner. Read the presenter evaluation. Learn from them. Do not take the personally the extreme, whether both good or bad. Summary. We have four bullets here. The prevent preparation and day of presentation, in presentation, and last is post presentation. First, prevent preparation. Review slide, set time markers, mark optional materials, review participant materials, create links to participant background, do venue and facilities check the day before. 1 hour for every hour. Next is the day presentation. Dress one level up, come an hour early, venue or materials check, socializing, and next is the in presentation. In presentation, start on time, ignore latecomers, and on time. Have frequent breaks, but start when defined. Teach to objectives, no unnecessary war stories. And the last is the post presentation. Post presentation document correction, ask for course evaluation.
At the end of the session, the student should be able to explain. The Q&A can be used to refresh concepts, increase attention, explain the question and the answers, to understand concepts like how it goes, and preventing from always asking the same questions. State 3 ways to keep the discussion interactive. Get others to answer questions. Ask questions and required critique. Let other ask you a question, and if there's something that you like to understand, ask them a question, like just give and take. And let them suggest. Listen to their suggestion like they listen to you. Encourage questions even during the middle of the session. Acknowledge the question sincerely. Smile, especially if it is difficult. Let them ask you question while in the middle of your discussion. Be attentive to their question. Don't forget to smile even they ask you a difficult question. Be polite. Avoid multiple conversations. Buzzing questions, like direct to the point. Restate the question so that you gather whole audience to it. Like I said, direct to the point. Ask a class member to answer the question. Ask another. Acknowledge good attempts. Summarize the answers. Inject your answers. You can ask a class member to answer your question. If it is not the exact answer, you can ask another, but don't forget to say thank you for your answer. If you find the good and exact answer, summarize their answer. Walk to the other side of the room, away from the person asking the question, so that the whole audience is enlisted. The question and answer is not private, low-volume conversation. Avoid asking the same person. Draw out questions and answers from the silent ones. Ask questions to those who didn't yet call, like those we call the silent one. Manage attendees who may dominate the question. Give the message that all views are important. Give the subtle message that If you keep quiet, you'll be asked. Just make sure that all of your audience will be called. If you do not know the answers, say so. If this is within topic and you promise to research immediately, and at the start of next day's session, make a big thing of publicly answering the question. But never say the expression, "I have no idea." It conveys the impression that the question is not important enough for you to know nor to agree to find answer. If you have no idea to those questions, do not say that "I don't have idea" or "I'm sorry, it is not part of my topic." Make a big thing of publicly to answer the question, research immediately. Do not embarrass an attendee if she or he is struggling with the question. Ask another attendee to share his answer. Go back to and ask original attendee if he agrees and why. Allow each attendee a victory. If your attendee is struggling answering the question, just don't embarrass him. You can ask another. If it is answered, back to the original. If she or he agrees, ask him why. If she can answer the ask why, allow each attendee a victory. Tell the attendees to clap or say very good to cheer him or her up. You can tell your audience or attendees that you will challenge them disagree as a questions. Preface your challenge with the polite, "Let me challenge that," or "Let me disagree," but keep smiling. Challenge your audience, not just the person to disagree with you. Ask others to answer the question. Ask questions, challenge the answers. Let others challenge or support the answers. Time spent to reinforce the topic is as important as delivering the material. Make sure to discuss the topic as questions. In individual or group presentation, assign one or more groups or persons to prepare research, to do critique as part of graded work. Make the interaction the goal, not just presentation. Manage the reaction of the presenting group or person. Assign one or more persons to prepare to their research. Don't just read and present. Make their topic interesting. Manage your reaction. Don't be look disappointed. If you look for more answer, ask them questions politely. In questions and answer, allow questions mid-session. Ensure single conversation. Get everybody to participate by asking questions or giving answers. Admit not knowing the answers. Ask others to answer or promise to do research. Do not embarrass anybody. Challenge your audience politely. Interactive discussion. Get others to answer questions. Ask questions and required critique.